Nothing feels better than going to the gym and getting your first pump. You look into the mirror and realize that you need bigger mirror. And you are making progress. So you keep this up consistently, but everything is changing. And you are just going to the gym, but not making progress anymore. What happened? People always say that consistency is key. But what if it is far from it? Unfortunately, going to the gym is not enough. So let's go over all the things what you need to never stop improving. And the first one is progressive overload. And I know I say this in every video, but people are still not doing it. If you are not getting stronger, every lift you do, then you are not getting bigger and more muscular. So why go to the gym? And I know it sounds harsh, but people spend years going and not making any gains. And it is not because they are missing the latest trend on TikTok or the secret sauce. It is just that they are weak. And if you are weak and small, anybody you see in the gym who is bigger, stronger than you, you're just going to hate on them. And you will also dismiss their work, the years spent working hard on themselves, way harder than you. The second is supplements. You're spending half of your salary on things that do nothing. The only supplement you need is this. Where is it? Yeah, the nothing. Because that's all you need. Protein powder is probably the best to buy, just for convenience. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to buy L-carnitine, creatine, fat burners, pump enhancers, pre-workouts, and then you are going to make gains, because you won't. Supplements are only going to give you the 0.1%, and you are still missing 99.9%. And that is still not going to the gym. You are not a beginner anymore. But for so many gym girls and gym bros, their gains terminate early on. What is the most common thing you hear? My arms are not improving. What should I change in my training split? My glutes are not growing. What should I change in my training split? And guys usually add an arm day on top of their arm day and take away half of their leg day to add in some biceps and tris. And the result is shitty arms and shitty legs. So now you have two things to correct. It is way easier than that. Remember the first point, progressive overload? That is the reason why your arms are not improving. And it's not because your split is having a breakdown. Pick 1 to 2 biceps exercises, once or twice per week, and struggle. It took me 8 months to go from 14 kg all the way to 20 kg on the biceps curl. And every day, I still dread the last rep. It is disgustingly difficult, but you have to fully commit to force out one more rep or to increase the weight. And this applies to every lift you do in the gym. Diet. I don't want you to think that just because your diet is not on point, you're not making any gains. Hitting a protein goal should be your priority. And it's not even difficult. You don't need 200 to 300 grams. You just need 100 to 170 grams. And yes, there will be outliers who will need more than 200 grams, but those are typically on the stage and not having any problem getting that in. But if you're a typical gym bro and gym girl who's trying to get into the top 10% physique, and you will just need above 100 grams, and this is going to be plenty and also easy. Stop changing up your exercises, watching IG workouts, rep range fuckery. If you are weak and bad on 400 exercises, you are not going to look good, big or muscular. Pick 1 to 2 exercises per muscle group and get really good at them to the point where people look at you and think, what the fuck is that girl and guy eating for breakfast? It's sumo shit. You need to be that strong. And it's not going to happen if you can't keep the same exercises for 6 to 8 weeks and progress on them like your life depends on it. Is it boring? It is definitely not if you dread every set that's in front of you is thrilling. And lastly, volume. You go to the gym every day and then you go home just to worry about the volume you do. I will tell you the secret. You need as little as possible to get the maximum progression and result. It is literally a number. It is not the reason why you are not improving. But the question is, what are you going to do with that number? What is happening within that set? It is not driving hypertrophy. Do you know what's the difference between 3 sets and 4 sets? 3 to 5 minutes. Just extra time you spend in the gym, and it is not progression. Pushing your sets to failure, increasing the weights and the reps within those sets, that is going to drive muscle growth. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, talk to you in the next one.